Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, GamerWolfSix, of another furry visual novel. This one, and when I turn off my thing, where is it? There? Felicity. A game about, as I'm looking up this synopsis, I have it somewhere, I swear. Reyald is a young and miserable wolf, like me, who feels lonely, like me, and who has a bar that is not doing very well. However, one of his virtues is that he is good at drawing and painting. His last painting, Felicity, is the work which he is most proud of, but he doesn't remember anything about it. He only knows that, when he looks at it, it brings him happiness. This VN is the first one I dare to do, so I am quite a noob at a lot of things. Don't worry, guy, you're not as bad as some visual novel. I mean, I haven't read this, but I've read some, pretty mainstream, but also not so good ones, like, woof. Anyways, except the sound effects and everything else is made by me, program, music, drawing, blah blah blah. So, and I guess this person's main language isn't English, so sorry, I'm just doing a bunch of things. And also, before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to Patreon, where it's $4 a month. And yeah, I'm doing this kind of differently because this is the side play for visual novel things, but I'm like, you know what? Doing side plays can be kind of hard sometimes, and this person did ask me to do it, and either I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll do your thing, and then have it posted like half a year in the future, or it's like, I could do it and post it in a week or two or something like that. You know? I think I got everything. Patreon, etc., etc. Reset face. Yin. Oh, so there's a lot of gallery stuff. You, weirdo. Are you following me? Also, I just need to do this. There we go. Dot dot dot. I know you're there. Watch me, like a dirty rat. Hey, don't be speciesist, like everyone else does. But, you know what? I don't blame you. I watch me too. Who wouldn't want to look at me? Okay. It's kind of like that thing, great minds think alike. Who wouldn't want to be like me? I have everything. I'm handsome, smart, popular, funny. I have dough. Oh, so you're a baker. It's the natural order of things that insignificant wolves like you fall in love with me. You're not the first one, and you won't be the last one. But I would prefer a babe with big boobies, whom harasses me, not a despicable cockroach like you. Also, she has to be goth, and 7 feet tall, and into pegging. I'm able to say that right now, right? Yeah. Yeah. Keep looking. Now, what else? Now that you still have eyes. What a bad joke you are. At least, you're a good boxing bag. You still say nothing. Eh? I guess that would have to be translated punching bag, you know? Because I'm like, boxing bag? What? You're a pain in the ass. Do whatever you want. What difference does it make? Sigh. Hey. Fireworks are gonna start soon. What do you think about a truce for tonight? Just get out of your hideout and come to watch it with me. And do not misunderstand me. I still hate you with all of my being. But not even the most lonely wolves appreciate the company of a rodent. Sometimes. But even the most lonely wolves, yeah. I swear, I won't do anything to you. You know what? You are weird. Nobody likes you. Nobody loves you. You have nobody. You have nothing. You are nobody. You are nothing. But yet, you're still there, living. No matter how many times I humiliate or hit you, you never cry or scream. How do you do it? Math. How do you manage to still get up every hecking day? In your place, I would have already Minecrafted myself. Oh, why don't you jump over this ravine? Yeah, you do. On set. You would do us a favor. Maybe your corpse smells better than you. He. Come on. Maybe if you're useful and share your secret with me, I'll consider reducing your weekly beatings. This guy sucks. Look at them. Beautiful. Because they are beautiful, right? Does it impress you? What a question. Of course, for basic scum like you, it's impressive. It's just a bunch of colorful sparks in the sky. What makes it so special? Why wolves like to look at it like idiots? Why wolves are so happy? What does make me happy? Oh, I know. Being your ugly face. Sigh. It's not like you care too much, but what makes you happy? That one. Chapter 1. Felicity. Eyeball. Mechanic. We offer 6 months contract for a garage in Reyald. Trial period of 2 months. We ask minimum experience of 2 months as mechanic or similar. Languages are valued. Salary not specified. Video game programmer. We offer indefinite contract as a video game programmer in Sagurus. We ask degree in program for any kind and a minimum experience of 5 years. Salary 860 Collarins per month. Waiter in Portrait Restaurant in Ray offers contract for 2 months to cover vacations. Full time. We ask a minimum experience of 3 years in a similar position and talking 4 languages. Salary 289 Collarins per month. Man, speaking 4 languages. But doesn't mean what specific ones. Click on count. In this one, I meet the requirements. 4 languages. I have enough talking. My own one already. Or hard enough time? I know, they're not gonna hire me. So, why losing my time calling? The newspaper's there, resting on the bar, with no more offers to show me for the day. There are some jobs in which I met the requirements, more or less. 3 as a waiter, 1 as a sweeper, and 1 as a stalker. I should call, but I don't know if I will. All of them are important, but none of them pay more than 300 collarins per month. I should call. It could be a beginning, or an end. But one thing I will do tomorrow is go to the storage to give back the book I got this week. It's a place where you can leave anything you want and pick another one with similar value. Normally, I use trade books. I like Ho-Oh and mystery ones, but this time I wanted to change, and I have picked one about magic and adventure. The title is Brian and the Crow. It's not bad, but the story is very forced. Sorry, my God. Like right now, it's 12 o'clock, midnight, at least in the previous place I was at. Right now, it's 6 o'clock. I hate jet lag. Incongruous and poorly written. My eyes are very heavy. You may both, brother. But the music playing on the record player manages to keep me awake. In fact, is the only thing I can hear. It is the only thing I can hear. Now is playing my favorite track, Guilty, from Vanessa Ferris, a song so awful and basic that even a pup could compose it. I'm guilty for loving you way that I did, but it's not your fault for being a dick. Now your grave is where I piss, 'cause I couldn't find the bathroom. I mean, who's laughing now, you little shit? Na na na, oh oh, guilty. What an idiot. What am I doing singing this shit? This song, however, brings very sweet and fond memory of pissing. My mother was the one who bought me this album when I was 14, 15 years old. Was I 15 years old? I was born at a very young age. However, and the funny thing about it is that she gave it to me not because I liked her songs, but because she thought I was a wooey attracted to the singer. I know it because each time she met with her friends, she always joked and bragged about the fact that she caught me a wooing listening to one of her songs. Which one was it? Heckhead? My thirsty thingy? My thirsty... I'm just thinking of a way to do it. My thirsty folds, or wet folds, or my thirsty... Was it thirsty? Yeah, my thirsty valley. I don't know. It is true that some of them are morbid, but I'd rather lick the back of a hedgehog than the woo of a female. I think my mother never knew about my preferences. That I really liked hedgehogs. Maybe she suspected something, and she liked to bother me with that, but I never told her, or told it to her or anyone. I still remember her naughty smile when she extended the CD to me. I miss her. The song is slowly fading out, and I can hear the better echo of the rough rag in my right paw wiping the grass in my other paw. I started wiping it 2 songs ago already. Wiping the glass in my other... I don't know. I stop for a moment and, with my blurred vision, I look at the plastic clock screwed into the wall. 23:17. Shit. And that would be like 11:17, I'm pretty sure. I really don't see the time pass when I'm drowning in my own thoughts. I wish I didn't think so much, but I'm already used to it. Do I? Do you pretend to fool... who do you pretend to fool, Reyald? This glass, as polished as the monologues of a comedian. Or maybe the clock, which hasn't stopped to laugh at you all this time. I am tired. Very, very tired. I managed to collect the few energy I have left, and, with a gentle chill settling in my body, I place carefully the glass and the rag on the bar, practically covering the newspaper. Oh yeah, because he runs a bar, that's why he's polishing it. Time to close. Shuffling, I start walking to the dough. I think I'm gonna cut Minecraft. Or do I hang up myself like laundry? Do I even have rope? I could use my sheets. What sheets? How long would it take to find me? Who would even find me? Do I write a letter? To whom do I address it? My steps are shorter, heavier, and slower as I am close to the door. Somebody come in. Please. Even if it is just to ask for a measly glass of water. Even if it is to ask for the time. Even if it is by mistake. Or to talk with me. Please. I stop abruptly a few meters from the door with a last rumbling step. Sideways, I can notice that I am at the same altitude of Felicity. That would be height. I turn my head and decide to get closer to contemplate it for a little while. Felicity. The last painting, and the only one I keep. Since I was a pup, I've always got a mind with overwhelming creativity and imagination. I loved everything related to creating stories, poetry, craft, or even cooking recipes. However, the thing I like most, and I still do, is drawing. I used to spend hours and hours and hours lying on the cold floor of the lounge, drawing in my notebooks. I still do it sometimes with napkins, bills, or newspapers with an ordinary pen. Despite our low resources, my mother always found the way, or rather, the sacrifice to buy notebooks and colored pencils for me. I was so happy back then. One day, still not understanding how consequent my whims could be, I told her I wanted to try painting. She didn't refuse, but she made me choose Crishy Crashy cookies or painting. At first, I chose both, but I didn't get away, despite my crocodile tears and my emotional blackmails. Finally, I had to choose painting. I should have chose cookie cutters. I love the experience, and even if the technique is pretty different compared to drawing, a canvas got better and better. I still remember the first thing I painted. Super Moon Glow, a TV show superhero that conjured spells with the melodies of his flute. I was obsessed with him. In fact, when my mother caught me wooing off, I was imagining how he hecked me to get on all fours and woo. I keep fantasizing about him. My mother, while watching me lost in my drawings, used to tell me that I would be a great artist when I grow up. Unfortunately, I'm not an artist, just a tempt of a bartender. This painting. I don't remember when, how, or why I painted him. Nothing. I just know that, when I contemplate him, I feel at peace, nostalgia, and even pleasure. I look at him. That's why he's hanging the bar, despite him being the main reason of scaring away my customers. Really? What am I saying? I'm the one who scares away the customers. I can't understand why nobody likes Felicity. Is he that bad? I'm proud of him, even if wolves call me crazy. Maybe I am. No, probably I am. That's my only artistic facet. Boom. Where's the most cheerful, happy wolf in the city? My heart flips at the same time that all my body turns around, facing the door. There's Sam. Might need to turn down the audio just a smidge. Oh wait, that's text speed. There we go. Something like that. Did I scare you, little puppy? Panting, growling, and still grabbing my chest with both paws, I stare at him with my unhappiest look, like a killing dagger. You piece of... I almost had a heart attack. Ah! Pardon me, sir. I didn't know your hearts are so fragile. Wink. If you broke the door, I'm gonna... Oh, come on. I know I have the strength of 5 bisons and a 9 mammoth, but you exaggerate, my friend. Wink. How do you say wink? Don't do that. I'm the one who exaggerates? Wink at me one more time, and I'll pluck that eye out with an ice pick. Ha ha ha! Wink. God, you're so funny, my friend. How am I being funny? As he could read my mind, he answers my question almost immediately. Your tail speaks more than your muzzle, Granny. Wink. What the fuck are you talking? Shit. I am wagging my tail. And it seems that it moves faster the more I try to stop it. This is because you are making me nervous. Oh. So, I have to pull out my secret weapon. He introduces the fingertip of his index finger inside his ear. While a malicious smile is slowly growing on his muzzle. Captain, I'm asking permission to use the AM4709K Plus device. What are you do? Shh! Manners, Reyald. Don't you see I'm talking? With whom exactly? I cross my arms, serious, watching like an idiot how this even more idiot clown is performing the show. Aha! Or ah? Yes. Yes. I don't know how many yeses I hear from this buffoon, completely ignore me, until he starts to get close to me, again, with that evil smile on his face. Understood, Captain. He gently puts one of his paws on my head, to which I unconsciously respond, lying my ears to the side to let space. Don't touch. Ah! I can't help but moaning with pleasure at the touch of his paw softly traveling up and down my head, at the top of my neck. An electrifying shiver runs through my body with each caress, making each one of my hairs bristle and my tail wag with no control. Okay, how are you so being like, man, I'm very depressed and want to Minecraft myself, and then have, like, having the ability to have somebody pet you and it not being uncomfortable and stuff, you know? Again, more moaning escapes my muzzle. At the same time, a nervous tick appears on my left eye. Captain, the device is working, but the target still resists. I know the risks, but I ask for increase of power. It's in this moment I can feel his paw deviating to the back of my ear, scratching it electrically, but not hurting me. Stop. God. Finally, I smile, with no resistance, while I observe how Sam is enjoying his little torture as much as I do. I give up. The pace of scratching is slowly decreasing until completely stopping. Some muffled chuckles try to escape from my chest, but I manage to hold them back. Sam withdraws his paw from my ear, looking at me with proud eyes full of happiness. Oh yeah, I guess I completely forgot about this. If you want me to do a Let's Play series of this game, then tell me, and I'll give it we'll put it higher on the list. And if you want me to quick look any other game, then tell me, and I'll do that. Mission accomplished, Captain. Target is laughing. I'm not. You're an idiot. You know it, right? Yeah, a very funny idiot. Wink. Sigh. Why do I say sigh? I need to go. Go and sit already. Do I serve you the usual? With my energy renewed and more animated humor, I'm heading to the door. Well, I can hear in my back how Sam is dragging one of the stools and accommodates himself on it. No. Today, serve me Evans Dorothy, very loaded, and drink something with me. This goes on me. I open the door widely, and the fresh air of the outside seeping inside, and I flip the sign from close open, and after that, I lock the door with the key until I hear the click sound. Are we celebrating something? Actually, yeah. Oh. I step behind the bar, picking up the glass I left before, and another one from the shelves behind my back. Can you remove that stupid smile on your face? Tell me already, damn it. I'm gonna perform this Saturday at the Black Monolith. Wow. I'm glad. Despite my tasteless and cold tone, I'm actually happy for him. Not only because he deserves it, but also because he has more of a talent acquired to perform in a place with the category of the Black Monolith. Me too. You can't imagine how happy I am. While I throw a pair of ice cubes in each glass, I can hear the vivid beat of the stools being hit by the tail of Sam. I think I have an idea. Hee, or hi. However, I'm not getting paid. Why not? Well, you have to think that I'm just a novice, and this is my first performance. For me, it's more than enough payment to debut in such a privileged place. If everything goes well, it's a way to advertise myself and start getting calls from there. And if it doesn't go well? His eyes widen in surprise, like he didn't expect that question, and he starts to look for something to avoid answering me. It seems that he finds something when his eyes lock on my glass full of Remedio or whatever, one of the strongest drinks I have. You are not going to mix that? No. I respond with a condescending tone, while he finished to fill Sam's glass with some orange juice. Frowning and a little irritated for ignoring my question, I keep waiting for an answer. Can you answer me? With his elbows resting on the bar and his eyes closed, Sam is meditating about something in silence, and, as I perceive, he is a little sad. Come on, don't worry about it. It's gonna be great. Wink. You know my specialty is also to think badly. What if it doesn't go well? Old. What? I don't recognize anymore the snowy, cheerful, and joking wolf that had entered the door a few minutes ago. Now, I can only see a cold and disappointed wolf, with his ears and head completely down, and his eyes at the edge of weeping, fixed on something on the bar that seems to be the drink stain. What? A brief silence passes until he answers with a long and heavy sigh. You know how important this is to me. If it doesn't go well, what I'm saying, it's gonna go well, and I'm finally gonna be able to make a living with something I enjoy. I'm gonna finally be able to get out of the house and my stupid parents and slam the door on their dirty muzzles. I'm gonna be able to quit that stupid career that they have chained me to and tell them, hey, look at the loser of your son being happier than you've ever been in your entire life. It's not going well. This not going well is not an option, Reyald. It wasn't my intent. I know, my friend. I know. I feel like a piece of shit, but I don't understand why. I don't think I've done or said anything wrong. It was just a friendly consideration. Is Sam overreacting, or it's me that I lack the lack of empathy? I can read. A long and uncomfortable silence gets between us, while our gazes are afraid to cross. I try to think of something to say, but the only thing I have in mind is to apologize. I don't like to do it when I'm not really feeling it, but I don't like to see Sam so depressed. What should I do? Yeah, what was the thing? Yeah, just apologize. I'm sorry. Sigh. No. You have nothing to apologize for. In fact, I have to thank you, Reyald. Thank me? Yeah. I know you don't have a lot of confidence yourself, and in general, you're not a very positive wolf. But you know something I really appreciate about you, and it's something very rare to find? I shake my head in silence, expectant and skeptical about the possible response. Simple. You are yourself. That's a good thing? Everyone acts all the time, my friend, me included. We hide behind a mask. It's called a persona, like in those games. Scared of what others will say about us. Hiding. Breaking what we really are. That's the power of being scared of solitude. Laugh, and you will laugh in company. Cry, and you will cry alone. Is this a warning? I don't think it is, but I can't help but feel an uncomfortable chill run through my body at the idea of him completely abandoning me. I couldn't blame him, though. But you? I guess you are scared of solitude, as everyone does, but that doesn't stop you from being yourself. You don't give a fuck about what others could think about you. What the hell is he insinuating? Even if I know this about his good intentions, I can't stop a deep growling coming out of my muzzle, product of the irritation invading me. No, no, no. Don't take it like that. I think I didn't make myself clear. Go ahead. I'm waiting. This is exactly what I mean, my friend. It's undeniable that you are someone unusual. You're on the spectrum, my friend. But when you're happy, you show it. When you're sad, you show it. When you're angry, like now, you show it. I know you think that this is something stupid, but it's really something I like about you. In fact, you give me more confidence. How? Well, I know that all you say or do is genuine, so I don't expect surprises from you. That not only adds value to yourself, but also the ones around you. How is that? Before, I managed to make you laugh, even for a brief moment, and not only that, something very, very rare for you, or of you, but I also know it was true laugh joy. That's why I know I'm gonna laugh a lot of wolves on Saturday, and my confidence is very high, in part thanks to you. Do you think I could feel the same way if I know you are someone that laughs all the time for stupidities or out of curiosity or courtesy? I don't think so. You got it. Wink. I started feeling a healing wave of shame on my face, even if I'm really thankful for his kind of words. But I do also act. And for that, I ask you not to apologize again if you don't really feel it. Oh, I promise. Because the seriousness is mixed with a satirical and playful tone, a sweeter feeling than a sour one is emanating from my chest, and I can't help but smile fleetingly and almost imperceptibly. Hi. That's what a like to hear. A like to hear. Wink. Are you gonna keep saying wink? Or are you gonna wait until dawn to drink? I'm thirsty, and hungover needs to start early. I growl lively those words while I raise my glass. You've read my mind, my friend. To your performance on Saturday. The ice cubes sing and dance at the clink of our glasses. Sam takes a little sip, tasting his drink and clicking his tongue and lips. I, however, when I'm about to drink it in one shot, a guilty feeling sneaks with no permission inside my heart, making my glass stop in front of my wide open muzzle. Mirrors and tail are so heavy that they fall with no effort, and the pressure in my chest pushes outside a sad and faltering sob. What's wrong, Reyald? Should I tell him? Yes, I have to. I gather the courage I can, and I try to fight against that distressing sensation laying in my chest. It's just... I owe you an apology. I gently put down the glass in the bar, while Sam just looks at me in silence with concern and bewilderment. It's hard for me to keep talking, but he just waits, not interrupting or rushing me. My eyes turn to the old scars on my wrists. I had those kinds of thoughts. Oh, I even forgot you exist. This amalgam of guilt, sadness, and anger drowns me more and more, like if someone was tearing me apart with an axe. If it wasn't for my good earring, I wouldn't have noticed the sob locked inside Sam's throat. Oh, hearing? What happened? Why our celebration has turned into this? I'm sorry. What are you do? I had a lot of tests last week. I swear, I wanted to come visit you, but I really hadn't enough time. Stop. I'm upset, But not against him, but against myself for being such a piece of crap that I forced my dear friend to feel like me and to apologize for no reason. What the fuck are you doing apologizing, you idiot? You have things to do. Not like me. You have a life. You're a part of my life, Reginald. Or Renaud. I'm gonna cry. And I don't want to. This hecking anxiety is growing more and more. I strongly bite my lip, trying desperately not to break myself. Hit me. Or at least insult me. A piece of shit like me deserves it. You're not a piece of shit, Renaud. Tsk. You're an idiot. I don't understand why you're still here. You should leave. Never come back again. You should... I can't bear it anymore. I have the feeling in my chest, or in my throat, that I'm gonna rip apart with each word I manage to spit up. It hurts. I try to stay calm, but the only thing I get is some violent spasms in my lips that I would still bite with even more strength. The efforts are in vain, though, because it's in this moment I know some lines of tears walking through my cheeks. I raise my arm, trying to cover my face the best I can, so Sam doesn't notice I'm crying. No, 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 no. In front of him. The frustration overflows me so much that I'm clenching my jaw to the point that I think I might break a fang. Renaud. This is not... I can't breathe. Every single muscle in my face hurts. Exhausted from the effort, I'm still doing to resist. Excuses don't come out, although it's stupid from my part to think that Sam didn't notice what I'm feeling right now. Hugs, not drugs. Without any glimmer of doubt, Sam runs forward towards me, crossing the other side of the bar, and wraps me in a big hug. Enough. His delicate and warm whisper crests my ear, making it twitch. The fruity fragrance of his perfume impregnates my nostrils. Apple. I just stand there, doing nothing, trying to understand all these mixed feelings and sensations. What the hell is happening? You're not just hurting yourself with this attitude. How can you even think I would do those horrible things? It hurts me to see you like this, but it hurts me as much that you think all those things about me. Again, words don't come out. I can't even say, by the way. I realize that I'm shaking, but I don't understand why. I'm not afraid, or that's what I think. Stop struggling, Renaud. Stop resisting, and let out all this thrash stocked in your heart. Thrash? That's what I am. Is he admitting it? No, it's not that. He's trying to help me. Finally, I accept and assimilate all of what is happening at this moment and respond to his hug, wrapping him tightly in my arms with despair, while I let out a loud and painful sob. I must sound horrible, like a monster who has been shot with an arrow in the eye, but I don't care. For once, I don't care to cry in front of someone. For once in my miserable life, I want to cry with my greatest friend. That's it. It's fine. Crying's fine. Despite his words, I can hear how his voice also breaks. Tell me he wants to cry too. I just focus on squeezing him hardly close to me, and despite that, our close prevents the direct touch of our bodies. I can still feel the sincerity of his hug. A hug that, despite everything I can say, do or be, tells me that someone cares about me. We stay that way for a long minute, with no words coming out, just listening how the other sobs and cries. I can also hear, very softly, how the palm of his paw pets the top of my back. I'm more calm, and I have stopped crying a moment ago. I'm so sorry. Shh. Just let it go. Say nothing, tough guy. Tough guy. A drown and brief chuckle escapes the muzzle upon that comment. I close my eyes, and I try to enjoy a bit longer the strange but nice mixture of sadness and happiness inside me, without thinking about anything for the first time in a long time. I'm also realizing that I might be hugging him with too much strength, so I loosen the knot, but also without letting go. I don't want to let him go. I don't know how much more we can stay here. Maybe seconds, maybe minutes, but I know that this is one of the most glorious moments of my life. Yay, hugs and drugs, or just hugs. I decide not to abuse his kindness, so I break the hug, lifting my head and moving Sam away with my arms to look him directly in his tearful eyes. Better? A lot better. I can see. And you? Are you alright? Ha 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 ha. Greater than ever, like a butterfly just emerged from a chrysalis. Honestly, last week was so stressful, with all the tests I had, that I also need some release. Ooh woo. A wink. I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened. It's fine. It's normal with your whole situation. That's what happens when you keep all those bad feelings, and you don't release them in some way. You want to talk about anything? No. I truly feel much better. I don't really know what to tell you that you don't know already. I'm not sure about that. Let's do something, okay? You are the something. Suddenly, Sam nervously grabs one of my paws, opens it, and extends it until almost touching his chest, directing my palm, facing the ceiling. Keep it like that. What are you doing? Completely ignoring me, and pressing his tongue against his top lip while looking up, he starts looking for something in his pockets. I can hear the jangle of some items hitting each other, which I assume are keys. It doesn't take long for him to take out some coins and, not even counting them, release them in my paw. What is this? Beans. What do you think it is? Money, my friend. I already noticed that, you idiot. Why you give me this? I really have to explain everything to you, hey? With a spontaneous and exaggerated gesture, he hits his forehead with the palm of his paw. How do you think you're gonna call me if you need me, or how do you think you're gonna call me if you need to talk or anything? Well, exactly. You can't, or rather, you couldn't. So now you can and must go use some phone booth and call me with no hesitation when you need it. Phone booth? I can't wait until you come see me. No way. Again, and letting out a forced growl, he brings back his paws to his pockets, searching frantically inside them. In no time, here he takes out more coins, and almost throw them on the bunch I'm already holding. There's so many coins that I have to put them in my other paw, below so they don't fall. I don't know how much there is, but roughly I estimate there's 10 colorines, which is a lot. I can't accept this. You know, you have nothing to accept. I'm just paying you for the drinks. Wink. Don't do that. That's not that much. And the service. And the night hours. And the company. And... Okay, I get it. I'll call you if I need anything. Happy? No. Take that envelope over there. He points to the envelope that is overhanging from the shelf under the bar, hidden between more useless papers. That's a bill. I don't care. Take it. Confused, not knowing what the hell or where the hell was going with this, I bend down and pick up the envelope, Being careful not to drop the coins I'm holding. Nice. Now put them inside. With his index finger, he points to my closed fist, with the coins inside. I start getting upset again for not understanding the meaning of all this. Come on. What are you waiting for? A loud, deep, and long sigh. Then I start putting carefully the coins inside the envelope. Even so, some of them escape my paw and fall, bouncing and rolling on the floor. I'm such a clumsy. Fuck. While I'm growling in frustration, Sam seems to have fun watching me on all fours dragging myself. It's not funny. Ha 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 ha. Of course it is. You look like a newborn puppy. Tss. Finally, after the hard work, trying to reach a coin that slipped under furniture, I managed to put all the coins inside the envelope. I get up startled by the sudden wave of clappings from Sam. Very nice. Bravo, bravo. Now take this marker pen over there and write on it to call Sam in case of emergency. All this show for this? I already told you that I'd call you if... It's so you don't forget. You have someone to count on. I look away in shame, while a guilty feeling comes back in my chest. However, it's not as bad as before, because even if Sam has a serious expression on his face, his tone and gestures are playful. Even so, I can't help but feeling like a puppy being scolded. Some word, for making a mischief. I take the pen, which is placed between the papers. Sorry, gods. I woke up at, 1 o'clock this morning. It's been a day. Where I took the envelope, and I sit on the bar, I start writing. It's difficult because of the bulges in the coins. He could tell me before I put them inside. Finally, I do it. With a very grotesque handwriting, it can be read to call the idiot of Sam in case of emergency. I throw the envelope with indignation on the bar. I cross my arms and glare at the serious and upsetting look at him, who hasn't stopped smiling at me with satisfaction. Happy now? Not yet. He extends his arm, fist closed, pointing his knuckles towards me. No. Yes. I'm not gonna do it. I promises knuckle bump. When was the last time we have done one? It was just a normal knuckle bump. Wow, we make a promise. Nothing special, but Sam left it so much. The thing is, however, that we have to put our thumb fingertips together. It's something Sam created, and it became part of our greetings and farewells. At first I didn't question much about it. One day, I realized that if you watch the gesture from above, you can see the shape of a heart. From then, I refused to do the stupid bump, something that Sam was sad about. I know it's a silly reason, but I can't stand doing something cheesy. So cheesy. Yes. He let out a long and high-pitched sob while he looks at me with his he lets out the sob, big and wet pupils totally dilated eyes. Fucking bastard. He knows how to use the most dirty technique to convince me to do anything. I guess I can make an effort. Sigh. Extend the paw, close lazily, and touch his knuckles with mine. I can see how his eyes illuminate, like two dawning suns, and I also have to notice his tail wags so loudly that I can hear how it shakes the air. Thumb! The thumb! He says, excited, bouncing gently on the floor. Tss. Imbued with heat of shame, I look away towards the dusty ceiling light, and I try to find his thumb with mine until I can feel it touched. I can hear his breath speeding up, so I decide to look back at him again. He has his tongue out of his muzzle, drooling with lines of saliva. Why does he like doing this so much? Come on, say it. Tsk. I swear to call you if I need anything, and blah 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 blah. Happy now? I quickly draw my fist back, still heated. Very much. Thanks, my friend. Can we drink already then? I'm so thirsty I could die. I look at both glasses resting on the bar, waiting for us, and I grab them impatiently, almost spilling one of them. Of course. Wink. I extend this glass to him, who is still getting out of his foolish and childish motion. To us. To us. Sorry for reading ons. It's a pain in the butt, but it exists. Finally, and after cleaning our glasses for a second time, I drink it in one shot, and this time, with no strange feeling to stop me. The intense but pleasant heat runs down my throat chest. I exhale, and a big puff of hot air at the same time I growl in satisfaction. Sam, however, takes his time to drink his glass, but after some sips, he finishes it. We stand there in complete silence, resting our elbows on the bar, playing with our glasses, just enjoying each other's company. I'm so relaxed, so pleased, so happy. Reyald. What are you gonna do? Snapping out of my short trance of happiness, I turn my neck and glare at him, not responding, like I didn't know what he's talking about. You know, with the bar, with all your situation. I don't want to talk about it right now. Alright, my friend. Remember, promise, okay? Yes. Silence come back to reign, but this time, we're not so joyful as before. I felt so great that I forgot all about my actual situation until he had to mention it. I know he wants to help me, and, in fact, I think it's for that reason. It's a bit off right now, but I'm exhausted. I don't have enough energy to talk about something that important. Hey. With an irritating chuckle, or tickle, voiced inside my throat, I started to break the silence, which Sam responds, shooting his ears towards the ceiling, and turns his neck to look at me with expectant and wet eyes. Can you make a demonstration of your show? Really? Well, you know that if I could, I would watch on Saturday, right? Yeah, my friend, I know. This area separation is a colossal bullshit. Well, you can go where the heck you want. And what sense does it make if the ones I care about can't come with me? Wink. I started to feel very hot, all over my body, but even more my face, and my woo. I'm a woo right now. So I try to impress myself against the bar, the most discreetly I can. I think I like the way he winks at me, even though he does it audibly. Am I more sensitive because of the alcohol? Lucky for me, my woo doesn't take long to calm down, and seems that Sam didn't notice anything. Ahem. As I was saying, why don't you show me your spectacle right here, right now? Sure. I don't have time to react, when he's already boosted himself with his paws, leaning the bar with his legs flying in the air. However, it seems he didn't notice one stool, bumping into it and falling loudly on the floor. Aww. He deserved being such an idiot. After some moaning, ooh, he stands up, pretending that nothing happened, although he is holding his back, in pain with both paws. I'm right. Nothing's broken. What a pity. Tell me, where can I stand? Where can I stand? Again, those little bounces of excitement. You have the whole bar to yourself, so where you please. You do the shaky jakey and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. So yeah, I think that, we only have so much time to do stuff, and, looks like we're out of time. So that is going to be the end of this quick look, quick look kind of thing. So please comment, guys, like, comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to grow, then please subscribe and check out the rest of the current please control the pet population. And again, if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the news version earlier, you can go to Patreon, which is $4 a month. And if you want me to do a Let's Play series of this game, then tell me. And I'll give it a point, which is up higher on the user's choice list. And if you want me to do a quick look of any other game, then I mean, I fast track this game like a hell of a lot, because instead of having to put it, do the next one, which, let me just take a look at things. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. How much do we have? Let's see, we have 21 items. Like 21 pilots, but items. 21 divided by 4. We have about 5.25 months of quick looks to go through before we get into this. So it's like, yeah. I guess if we do have people doing that, then we could do that. Because we do have quite a few furry side plays to do. I don't know. We'll think about it, because someone did suggest Sword and Starfall, and that's like a good thing in the future. Do you know? It's kind of funny to think of some of these things seems like I did them recently, quick looks to do, and then others it seemed like a long time ago. You know? What was the most recent one I updated? When I Knew You. Oh yeah, that one. The one that's kind of mystery or something. Oh yeah, and the things that we're looking at here, the images is like, well, it looks like, I guess, the main character looking all crazy and stuff. Um, I guess guys at some kind of coffee shop or bar, some kind of fat wolf with bubblegum on his nose or something like that. And it looks like maybe the main character and the guy that's at the bar are laying down on a bed being gay. Yeah, that's everything. So, yeah. Until next time, another quick look side play thing. Me, Wolf 6. That's some of the game. Thanks and see ya.